Group by function. Now in this video we are going to learn a new function group by. Now this function is a shorter version of your pivot by function, and if you will see carefully these arguments, so if you here we have row fields in pivot by, there we have column fields also, so it means it can group your data in row form, not in column form, while pivot by can group your data in columnar in rows. So this is a shorter version of your pivot by. And if you will see, the other arguments are as same as your pivot by. So row field, values, function, what do you want to put in rows, what on which column you want, some calculation, what kind of function you want, and here are the other optional argument. Now if we are talking about field header means, do you want to see the headers, do you want or you don't want to see the headers. So total depth, you want to check grand total, subtotal, and so on. And the last is sort order and filter array is as same as your filter function. So now let's begin with our group by. So here if you will see, here is my raw data in which I have taken so many columns: order date, stock date, order number, product key, customer key, territory key, order line item, order quantity, MRP, subcategory name, party name, GST number, and sales. Now this data is very big, and now I'm going to talk about group by. Now what I want here, I am just explaining you. Let's say I want to summarize what? I want to summarize these parties and these order quantities. So what I want party name along with the order quantity beside to it. So let's begin. So I'm going to use group by row field. So I what I want in row form, you want party name. So I'm simply selecting your party name. Choice is yours. You can take the header or you can ignore the header. So I'm taking it, and here it is asking me values. Now let's say I'm taking order quantity. Now in group by, again we have some inbuilt function in it, so I'm going to use sum, and now close the parentheses and enter. And if you will see, here is the party name and here is the amount. Now if you want, we can even take two columns. In pivot by we have not taken it, but this time we are going to take it in group by. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do summarize my data like party name, their GST number, and the order quantity. Now let's begin. What I want group by here. Now here is, if you will see, party name and GST number. If you will see my data carefully, my party name and GST number both are written beside to each other. So even if the column would not be beside to each other, then what we will do, we will use V stack or H stack to put them to make them as a one array. Then we are going to deal with it. So I'm going to select it like this, comma, and now values, let's say I want order quantity. Now here we have done a mistake. What mistake we have done? If you will see, here we are taken L2 to M2632, and here I am starting from H3. That is a mistake. In the rows and the cells should be same. So comma, and again I want sum. Now close the parentheses and enter. If you will see, it has summarized my data, and here it is. Now if you want the custom header, you can use VStack, and if you want to see the header as it is, so if you will see, here we have field header, and if I will put 3, and it is going to show me the field header also. So if you here is the summarization of party and GST name. Let's talk about other second example, that is large three parties. So what I will do, I will summarize my whole data like we were doing in previous example, group by, and here is party name, and here is your order quantity. Now comma, here we have sum. So here if you will see, here is the all party and their order quantity. Now what I want to extract, and let's say I want to fetch out what I want to fetch out large party, three large party who has given large order, and if I will change this number, so it is going to update automatically. Now what I will do, so I'm going to sort this thing in descending order, so that will make your large order at the top. So we will extract by using this one. So I'm going to use the sorting part. So if you will see here, we have sorting part, sort order. Now sort order means which column you want to sort, one and two second column I want to sort. And if you want to sort in descending, so we need to put that thing in negative. So here we have sort order and just press enter. And if you now you will see here we have large number of ordering party is theta, alpha and beta. Now what I will do, I will simply even put header also. So here I'm putting 3, and if you will see yes and show, and it is going to show me header. Now what I want 3 parties, so I'm going to take only the 3 parties, and I'm going to leave it all others. So I'm simply using take function, so that is going to take only the 3. So here array, and here it is asking me how many number of rows do you want to take. Let's say if I'm linking to this cell, so I'm simply adding 1 in it because 1 for header. So now close the parentheses and enter. So here we have 2 parties, and if we change it to 3, here we have 3, here we have 5, and here we have 10, and here we have 12. See, there is no 12 parties, and the last is total. Even you can drop it total by using if function. So that's how you can deal with your take and group by. Now, in pivot by, we have understood how to do 2 calculations. So basically, what I want, let's say, summation of this order quantity and sales volume together. Now, for that, how we will do it? So simply, I'm going to use group by. We can use the same trick in pivot by. In early example, I have used the long formula to deal with it, but this time I'm going to use the shorter version, very shorter version of it. So here it is asking me row field, which row you want to summarize. Here is the party name, comma, and now here it is asking me values. So now the choice is yours. Do you want the sum first, or do you want the sale first, or do you want the order quantity first? Let's take sales first. So I would be summarize sales. So my data would be looking like your party name, sales, and your sum of order quantity. So here I'm going to use h stack to make these 2 columns beside to each other. So I'm going to use h stack, and it is asking me array 1. Here is your array 1, comma, and here is your array 2. Now close the parentheses. Now in the function, here's a trick. If we want 2 calculation together, and if you will see here we have 2 columns. So what I will do, I will use once again h stack, but it is not giving me screen tip now. So I will use sum first, comma, and here I'm entering sum. Once again, close the parentheses, and enter. Now you will see it is showing sum of sale order quantity, and that's how it is going to respond it. And if you don't want this sum, so we can use drop. So I'm going to use drop, and here is the array, and here is comma, number of row you want to drop, 1, enter. So this is the final formula. Here, if you want to format, you can simply click on your data, go to home tab, comma, and remove the decimals, and that's how your final answer is going to be seen. Now what I want a summarization of data based on year, quarter, and sales. So there would be a 3 columns: year, quarter, and sales. So for that, what we will do, we will extract the year first from the dates, then we will extract the quarter from the dates, then we are going to use h stack, then we are going to do the summation of sales. So let's begin. Here, group by, row field is year function, so I am Since I am using two columns simultaneously, I'm using hstack first. Hstack. So here array 1 would be year of this whole thing. See, if I will take the header, so it is going to show me error, so I'm not taking the header deliberately now. And comma, and it is asking me array 2, so I'm going to extract the month, and then I'm going to convert that thing into a quarter. So I am taking month. Select your data. Now see, I am basically working on calendar year, and if you want to do with the fiscal year, so you can put that formula in it. So if let's say if the month would be 1, so it is going to show me 1. So what I will do, I will divide it by 3, and I will round up it by 10, it by 0. Now what is happening over here, let me just tell you. So see, if the answer would be, let's say 2, so it is going to divide that 2 divide by 3, so the answer would be 0.67. So if I'm going to use round up, so it is going to make that 0.67 to 1. Exactly the same thing would happen with 0.33, which I am getting in January. So here is the trick. Now I'm going to close my stack, and here is my sales volume. I'm going to take it now, comma, and I'm going to use some function. Close the parentheses and enter, and you will see here we have quarter wise detail. So that's how it is going to work. So now again I'm going to take the last example of group by, and here if you will see, it is looking like a trial balance of a company. So I have created a demo trial over here, and we generally use pivot table to create the summarization of balance sheet and profit and loss. Now what I will do, I will let's say I want simply balance sheet. Here I am writing balance sheet here, so I will extract balance sheet here. If I will write P&L here, so it is going to extract the P&L. So now I'm going to use group by, and here you will see here we have nature, major head and subhead. So I don't want this, I'm simply using these two columns. Now comma. Now if you will see what I want summarization of closing balance and net changes. So I'm going to select both the columns. Now I want the total of both. So again I'm using hstack. See, if you are taking two columns in it, then we need to use two calculations. If you are taking three, we need to do the three. So here the golden rule of it, hstack sum, comma sum, close the parentheses and enter. Now it is not filtering that balance sheet thing. If I will simply put P&L, it is not going to show me that thing. So what I will do, I will put the filter also in group by, and the last terminology I'm going to use filter, and here is filter array. So I'm going to select this column equal this thing and enter. And you will see here we have P&L, and here if I'm talking about balance sheet, here we have balance sheet. Now if you want the if you don't want this first row, you can simply drop it. I'm going to use drop function for it, and here we have one for dropping for one row. Close the parentheses and enter. Now that's how it is looking. Now if you want header, let's say you want this account name also in this list, so what you can do, you can use hstack once again here. So I'm using hstack, and here is the first array, and the second array would be this one. Close the parentheses and enter, and now this time your balance sheet would look like this. So basically what it is doing, it is doing a summarization of your balance sheet and profit and loss. So here is your P&L, and here is your balance sheet. And if you will see the balance sheet, the total is this one, that is a difference of P&L. And if I will see the P&L, and here it is. So that's how it is going to work with the group by. See you in next video. Till then you can subscribe the channel. Keep enjoying and keep learning.